Hello, fourth graders. It's Miss Leon. We are moving on to the next part of our learning in our fractional unit, where we are going to be adding or subtracting mixed numbers. The first thing I would like you to take a deeper look at is what we call a mixed number. And please remember, in the mixed number, it is a whole number plus a fractional amount. So here's your whole number, the 2, and 2/3 is the fractional amount. So how you say this is 2 and 2/3, or another mixed number would be 1, that's the whole, and 1/4, the fractional amount, 1 and 1/4. The other thing I would like you to take a look at is improper fractions. And why it's important to look at this is mixed numbers and improper fractions are very closely related. An improper fraction is when the numerator, the number on top, is bigger than the denominator, the number on the bottom. That would be an example of 8/3, where 8 is larger than the 3, or 5/4, where the 5 is larger than the 4. What's important to note is that 2 and 2/3 is the same amount as 8/3, and 1 and 1/4 is actually the same amount as 5/4. The first way that we can model our addition or subtraction of mixed numbers is we can do that using fraction strips. So I would have the problem 2 and 5/12, 2 and 5/12 plus 1 and 11/12. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw both of these amounts in fraction strips. All right, so I have drawn the fractional amount 1, and then here's another 1 whole, 2, and then here are 12s. 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, and 5/12. The next thing I'm going to have to show is I'm going to add on to that by showing 1 and 11/12. All right, here we go. Here's a whole, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So while we're putting this together, I can go ahead and I can add up the whole amounts that I have. So I have 3 wholes right here. So 2 wholes plus 1 whole equals 3 wholes. Then what I can do is I can add up my fractional amounts that I have listed below. So I have 5/12 plus 11/12. And when I add those up together, I find out that I have 16/12, which is an improper fraction. So when I am looking at this improper fraction, I'm going to have to kind of dismantle this and take this apart. When I look at it like this, I know I have 1 piece away from building this into a whole. So kind of sometimes what I will do is I will move this piece from right here and I will imagine that I place it right there to build this whole fractional amount. Or I can take, 16 minus 12 would be, I'd have my whole, which is 12/12, which is equal to 1. And then 4 left after that, which would be 4/12. So when I add this all up together, and I'm just going to drop this 3 down so that way it's all on the same line and you can see it, I will add 3 plus 1 plus 4/12 will equal 4 wholes and 4/12. Okay, on our number line, we need to mark the biggest number that we have in our subtraction problem, which is 2 and 5/12. So I'm going to find that on the number line that I've created, 2 and 5/12. And what I need to pull back is I need to pull back 1 whole and 11/12. So the first thing I'm going to pull back is I'm going to do the 11/12, the fractional part of it, because then I'll just be doing like little incremental hops. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I have myself now at 1 and 6/12. So I can pull back another whole. I need to pull back a whole. And I know that 12/12 is a whole. So I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I will stop right here at 6/12. So 12/12 is equal to 1 whole. So 2 and 5/12 minus 1 and 11/12 will give me 6/12. So if we're looking at this, remember that 12/12 is 1. This would be 24/12. If I did this in improper fractions, that's what I would get. I can also do this in an algorithmic way, besides just on the number line. And I will go ahead and show you like this, because sometimes it's easier for people to understand how to do this in an algorithmic way than to use number lines or fraction bars. So 2 and 5/12 minus 1 and 11/12. We would need to break apart this 2, this whole number, and the 2 would be a 1 plus a 1. That's how you get 2, right? We all know that. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then we have the fractional amount, which is 5/12. And remember, we would be taking away 1 whole and 11/12. To do this, I would go ahead and I would cross out 1 whole. I'm taking 1 whole away from here. So what I have left is 1 and 5/12 minus what I have left over here, which is 11/12. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to break apart this 1 that I have right here and make it into 12/12, because it's going to be much easier to subtract if I break this apart. So I have 12/12 plus the 5/12 that I already have here. That is one group. And what I find is this is going to be equaling 17/12. And I will need to pull away from that the 11/12 that I had before, because I could not do 5 minus 11. It wouldn't work that way. And when I do 17 minus 11, I get 6, and then the last name 12s stay the same. So what I end up finding out is I still get the same answer of 6/12.